everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making the P013, which is the pattern for underwear for the whole family from Easy Stitch. The great thing about this pattern piece is that you basically can make everything. It's not one pattern with a whole lot of lines drawn on it, but it is individual patterns that you cut out and you can eventually make all, which is what I am planning on doing. For this tutorial I'm going to be making A, which is the ladies bikini panty, and I'm also going to be making I, which is the strappy top. The strappy top is actually very straightforward, so I'm not sure if I'm going to show you all the steps, but for A, I am. So basically you're going to need to cut out the following pieces: the back panty, the front part, and 2 gussets, and the one should be in cotton, at least the one. I'm going to start off with the front part, and I'm basically going to take the shorter side of my gusset and I'm going to line that up with the crotch seam. And then I'm going to take the shorter side of the other gusset and I'm going to place it in basically with the right sides of both the gussets facing the panty. So you can see it's basically sandwiched between the right sides of the 2 gussets. So this one would be right sides together and this would be the right side of the gusset to the wrong side of the fabric. And then I'm just going to line it up, pin it in place, and sew across here with a zigzag stitch. So the 2 gussets are attached to the front piece. Now I'm going to attach it to the crotch of the back piece. So I do this by basically placing my back piece with the front right side facing up, and then I'm going to take my front piece and I'm also going to place it here with the right side together, and then I'm going to take this gusset and I'm going to basically line it up here and I'm going to pin that. So I'm going to do that really quickly. Now I need to get this gusset to come in and line up over here in the same position with basically it sandwiched between the 2 gussets. So I'm going to achieve this by actually folding all of these extra pieces into the middle so that I can bring this up through this side and basically have the right side of this facing the wrong side of the back panty, and I'm going to just bring this all together, line it up, and pin in place. And once I have this pinned in place, I can sew again with my zigzag stitch, allowing stretch. You can use your overlock if you have one. If you don't, it's not needed. Okay, so I have sewn both those seams closed on the gusset. And now I'm just going to open it all up. Okay, there you have it. The gusset is sewn perfectly. Now I'm going to just line up my hip seams, making sure nothing is twisted. Remember, right sides together, so the wrong side should be facing upwards. So now I can just basically pin this hip seam and pin this hip seam. Or if you have clips like I do, use those because I find that to be a lot quicker. Okay, and then I'm just going to sew along the edges with the same zigzag stitch. So what I've done now is I have sewn my elastic pieces into a full circle. Here's my waistband and here are the 2 circles for the leg holds. And what I've done is I've divided them into 4 equal parts, and I've also divided the openings into 4 equal parts. So basically what you do for the waistband is what you're going to do for the legs as well. So when I'm sewing, I'm going to basically match the pins together and I'm going to line it up at the top using a larger zigzag stitch, and I'm going to stretch the elastic so that it matches the pin, and I'm just going to stretch and sew lining it up together, and once that is all sewn in place, I'm just going to fold over and do another zigzag stitch closing off this opening. And I will do the same for the leg holes as well.